enter the zone. Flow state engaged.
BeenReadyTV.
Yes, welcome to BeenReadyTV. Today we got Aaron Infante. Let us know who you are. Tell us a bit about your background, who you are, what you do, and what got you into boxing.
Yeah, man, if we take it way back, I'd have to say from childhood, I was interested in fighting things, whether it's in a movie or watching a boxing match. It was just something that always interested me. Being from a Filipino family, obviously, Manny Pacquiao is a big influence. Every time he's fighting, we got the whole family gathering about watching it. Even with movies, you got Rocky Balboa, Jackie Chan, Jet Li. I was watching all these films growing up, you know, so these are the type of things that kind of shaped what I already liked. I just kind of consumed more of that content and just stuff that I really enjoyed growing up. So what was the question again?
Just like just your background, like what got you into boxing. So like for instance, you mentioned you watched a lot of action movies growing up. You was influenced by those types of programs and movies.
Yeah.
What made you gravitate towards boxing?
To be honest, I didn't really think about boxing in the sense of I wanted to do it from early. It was just something that I'd like to watch.
Yeah.
Growing up, I actually did taekwondo since primary school and then going into secondary.
Yeah.
And then I stopped doing taekwondo for a bit. And then there was a break of nothing to do with fighting or anything like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And then in secondary school, one of my best friends, he was actually coming to the gym that I box at now. And he introduced me to it. And from then on, that's when it started rolling. So I want to say maybe when I was like 15, 16, I started finding an interest to box.
Yeah.
He took me one time, and I think he thought that I would never come back again. Because he thought, Aaron's just going to come once and then not come back. But I came, and then I kept on coming to the boxing.
What made you keep coming though? Because obviously boxing is a hard sport. The training is not for the weak.
Yeah, yeah.
So after that first session, what was it that made you feel like, you know what, I could probably come back and do it again?
There was, I guess there was the element of fighting. In my taekwondo days, I used to compete and I enjoyed it because the whole fighting competition, the competitive nature of it. And then when I came to boxing, I sort of got to feel that back again after a long time. And then, it's just, when I started feeling it, I just kept on coming and it was just like something that I enjoyed and
So like, would you say you were driven by the results in fitness that you got from boxing or even the physique, or did it just make you feel good?
Yeah, it literally was that. I just really enjoyed it. I didn't really have any goals or aspirations at first when I started joining in the competition sense of boxing. It's just, let me just turn up, do it for fitness, and see where it takes me. And then from then on, I just couldn't get away from it. Every week I was coming to the sessions, and I was improving. It was just development here.
No, that's dope. So was you did you do amateur boxing?
Yeah, I did amateurs here. Yeah.
So what made you get into that?
So after a while of training in IQ boxing, I sort of got the sense of, all right, now that I'm a bit more comfortable in the ring, let me actually take it a bit more further, see if I can compete in it. And then I did. And similar to how everything started, I just started to enjoy it more and more. And it's almost like a drug, you just keep coming back to it, you know? I just couldn't get away from it. And even if I lost a fight or won a fight, I'd still want to come back and do better, perform better.
Yeah.
And that was always the driving force, to be better than the last time. And
What how was your first amateur fight? How did you feel? What was like your thoughts coming up to that?
Yeah, well, my first amateur fight, I just remember being nervous, super nervous. Very gun shy in that fight. Like leading up to it, I was excited. Like, oh yeah. But as it got closer and inched closer and closer, I was thinking, all right, now the nerves are starting to kick in. And then I had my first fight. and I was very gun shy.
Did you win or lose that one?
That one I lost on points.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember losing that fight.
Do you feel like the decision was right or?
Nah, it was definitely right. Yeah, but for me it was like, all right, I got in there. Now I know how it feels to compete. You know, when you're in a ring, people around there are watching you. You know, it's like it's a different feeling from just coming into the gym and sparring or whatever.
Yeah.
You're like, you actually, it's a competition, you know? So yeah, that's definitely something that I guess I grew to like. And just kept on chasing it more and more.
So what did it, would you say it gave you like an itch after, even though you lost?
Yeah.
Did it make you feel, because some people might feel disheartened. Some people might be like, you know, maybe this ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? They'll probably shy away from it and that, but was it for you the beginning?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Yeah, I couldn't put it any better. It was the beginning of everything, really. It's like, okay, so I got in the ring. I know how it feels now, but I don't feel disheartened. I don't feel like broken by the result. I just want to come back and do it again. Yeah. Yeah, win or lose, I just want to come back and do it again. And I just, that's how I went about my business.
Yeah. So like, what's been the toughest thing you've faced on this boxing journey so far?
Are we talking from amateurs or from pros or all together?
Each stage, so even like from amateurs, like what was some of the biggest obstacles you faced around that time, if any? Yeah. Do you remember anything that was a bit of a challenge for you at that particular moment when you was on your journey of amateur boxing?
I think with amateur boxing, the moment that there was only one particular moment where I felt disheartened about. Everything else was fine for me. I didn't really mind. And that was, I say, the Capital Cup. I can't remember what year it was, but one of these years I entered and I prepared so hard for it. All my training, my conditioning, coming to the gym week in, week out. And I just felt that I let it slip away in the first bout of the tournament because everything was going well in the last round. I got caught with I guess, more eye-catching shot, but it was a very close bout. And the opponent ended up getting this decision. And for me, that was a disheartening moment because it was like, I worked so hard for this, right? And then, so yeah, that sort of like, I wouldn't want to say like made me want to stop boxing, but it definitely hurt a lot. You know, I hate to lose. I don't like to lose. Yeah. So when I lost that one, especially it was a tournament, it definitely hit. But like always, I always come back to the gym and just reset and go again. Yeah.
No, facts. I hear that, man. That's good, man. Like, it shows character. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, a lot of people have gotten into the sport and literally left it at the door. Yeah. With just, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So you done a lot, man. You're doing a lot. What was the decision behind going pro? Okay, so after that loss in that tournament, the next year I entered it again and I won that one. And then obviously I'm getting older in age. My coach was like, I think it's time to turn over. You know, we're getting up there in age, we might as well just start making a move. Yeah. So that's when that decision happened. So I turned over pro. And even then there were obstacles, just like always. There's always obstacles, but for this one, I think this was the most difficult time in my whole boxing experience. Yeah. So the first time, it was during a preparation for my debut, and I ended up fracturing my foot during training. I'm not even really sure how that came about. It just fractured out of nowhere. Yeah. I went straight to the A&E. They said, yeah, there's no way you can compete. I could barely walk. Damn. Yes, I had to take off work as well. How long was it before? Like how long roughly before This happened 1 month out. Just 1 month out. So yeah, that was rough. I was thinking, okay, like it's another setback, but it's whatever. Did you kind of question it though? Like, Are they sure they know what they're talking about? Is it fracture free? Or did you like accept it?
I wish I could.
Yeah.
I wish I could, but the way I was moving, I couldn't even walk properly. So I was like, all right, let me just sit this one down.
Yeah.
So I went to the A&E. They said it was fractured, and then obviously I had to take time off, wait for that to heal.
Yeah. How did you stay focused within that time period?
So focus-wise, I was just letting it heal, and then as soon as it healed up, I came straight back to the gym. I don't know. I never really, even when that happened, I never really was like, all right, I'm not coming back to boxing. My head was always like, all right, it's just a fracture. It's gonna get better.
Yeah.
And when it heals, I'm back to training. And I came back to train. And then we had another date for the debut. And another issue arose when literally 1 week before the fight, this time, they said that my eye test didn't go well. And it was a bit weird for me because they had my results for a month or even a year because I'd done the whole examinations 1 year prior.
Yeah.
And only 1 week before my debut, they want to tell me that my eye figures aren't up to standards. So I was thinking like, yo, that is crazy. Because imagine I already sold tickets and everything.
Exactly.
So now I'm thinking about, all right, I gotta like hand out refunds or just deal things around. So I'm running around London, giving people their money back and everything.
Yeah.
So that happens, and I get an email from the board saying if you want to continue with the boxing career, you have to get LASIK eye surgery.
Oh wow.
So I was like, wow, okay. And in my head, I'm thinking, no way.
So did you feel like it was that bad that it needed that kind of attention?
That's the thing. I didn't feel my vision was that bad. Like, we're in the ring. I don't need to see like so far out. You know what I mean? Like right in front of each other. So in my head, I'm thinking like LASIK eye surgery for this. Like, it feels like a very minor issue.
Yeah.
Right. But the board is the board. They said I have to do it if I want to continue. So I did just that.
Okay.
I went out to go get LASIK eye surgery.
Yeah.
And then it was a whole.
Nervous about
Was I nervous?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I was nervous at all. No. It was just because the way the clinic explained it, it said it was a pretty straightforward procedure, and minimal risk. So I wasn't nervous at all. So I did the LASIK eye surgery. Then it was follow-up after follow-up appointments for it to heal and everything. And then it finally gets cleared like, I want to say a year and a half or a year later or something like that.
Wow.
And then now we have another date. And that's when everything started to come into place and everything actually went through. And I think even though it was a massive setback with having the pro debut starting when it did, it was like a blessing in disguise, because while I was waiting for everything to heal up, I was still coming to the gym to train and everything.
Okay, you were still training?
Yeah, I was still in the gym, and I was kind of like developing in my time off. In the time off of, I guess, being in like a proper camp, I was still developing in here.
Yeah.
So, it wasn't like I stayed stagnant and did nothing.
Yeah,
I was still steady improving.
Yeah.
And
so it was more like a benefit. It was beneficial to you that time because you had more time to put in more work and. Exactly,
yeah. But I can only see that from hindsight when I look back.
Yeah, of course.
But in the moment, everything just feels like it's crashing down and bit after bit, and it's like Yeah, I'd say that was probably my toughest time in this whole boxing time,
Yeah.
Just having to go through setback after setback.
Yeah.
But we're here now, debut out the way, and everything's going to plan now.
So like, when your debut date was set, how was you feeling leading up to it? Like, also bearing in mind you had a couple setbacks.
Yeah.
Did those things play on your mind a little bit, or was it just like, I'm ready?
Yeah, to be honest, slightly. It did play in my mind in the sense like, all right, like hopefully nothing else happens after everything I've been through. This has to be the one, But honestly, I just kept my head down and just came and did the work really. But yeah, I wouldn't really say I was fully like held back from the past setbacks in the sense of like my mentality, like, all right, this has happened, it's gonna happen again. No, it was more like they're out the way. The main issues that were set me back is out the way. So now we're here now, and we're just getting better. So
yeah,
let's get moving on this.
Yeah. So you sound like you're quite motivated. Like you managed to stay motivated throughout the whole highs and lows.
Exactly.
Like that's a good character trait, man. Like
Yeah.
it will take you far, and evidently it's taken you this far, and it's gonna take you even further.
Yeah.
No, for sure. Training, like your training style. What? Okay, let me ask you this. What's the thing you like most about training, and what's the thing you like least about training?
Starting off with least will probably be least. Like, to be honest, I don't really dislike anything in particular. I kind of enjoy training in general. But if I have to say least like, it would be, I don't know if the camera can see it, but I'm putting out the treadmill. The treadmill is up.
Yeah.
Oh, that will check anybody.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
It's doing the interval sprints on those. Yeah, I'd say that's the hardest part of training. It's just so basically the conditioning part. You know, the hard sprints and conditioning. That part will be I guess the most grueling part. But the part I enjoy the most is everything boxing based. You know, like when I'm working in the bag and sparring. Because place where you get to actually practice things that you're learning, you know, and you get to drill things, see what works for you, see what doesn't. And if it doesn't work, you can improve in it. You know, it's a place where you get to see where your weaknesses are and then build up on that. So the whole boxing game, I kind of just enjoy in general, I'd say. The fitness aspect of it is the one that, because it's the most grueling part, it's going to be the one that's, I dislike the most.
Yeah. Now, what about diet? Is your diet like always on point, or?
For me, in general, I don't really eat junk food or anything like that. I'm most of the time I eat clean. So I'm never really too worried about diet. I guess the only thing that I had to keep an eye out during camp this time around was I eat too much rice. I love rice, man. I'm a Filipino guy, we love rice.
Traditionally.
Yeah. Because they're like, hey, you're getting too slow. You need to come off the rice.
Yeah.
So for a bit, I came off the rice, just finding some alternatives like, I don't know, like sweet potato or whatever. Just something like that's not as heavy as rice.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm pretty much eating whatever I like. Clean food, obviously. But that's pretty much how it goes with diet for me.
Yeah. I want to go back to the training just a little bit. Like, how important is footwork and flow in your fighting style? And is there anything in particular you do to develop it?
I'd say it's important because it's what helped me set up my shots. You know, a lot of the times, if for example, if I'm sparring or if I'm on pads with my coach, he will let me know. He will let me know if my feet aren't in the right place, my shots, they ain't gonna land as clean or they ain't gonna land the way they should. And I won't be able to get as much, I guess, torque out of it, or just, it's a positioning thing, you know? You have to be in the right position to be able to execute what you need to.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very important for me. These are things that we work on in the pads, and in sparring, he will call it out when he sees it. And that'll check me, like, okay, let me be more conscious of it if I'm not doing it already. But yeah, I'd say it is important.
Absolutely. What type of legacy are you trying to build in the sport?
For me, Honestly, I want to be known for someone with a exciting style, someone that people like to watch. You know, just like when you watch certain boxers, you know what you're getting. You know you're gonna get action or whatever. I want to be one of them fighters. I want to be like, okay, let me watch this guy because he's gonna entertain. I want to be one of them guys. So you know, like a Manny Pacquiao or Triple G or David Benavidez. When they're fighting, you know it's gonna be a show. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I aspire to be. Yeah.
So moving forward, your debut fight was how long was it? But not
about 2-3 weeks ago now.
Yeah. So how was it? How was the first week leading up to it? Like the first few days, do you feel like you was ready? Do you feel like you could have done with a bit more time, or was it perfect timing for you?
For me, I'd say it's perfect timing. I was really excited. You know, after everything, it's impossible to not be excited about it. But yeah, it was for me. It was like a moment of I've been patient this whole time, and now it's coming. Now it's come to fruition. So I was very excited. In terms of the nerves, I didn't really feel nerves on the week of. It was more so, all right, when I'm in the locker room, it's like, okay, let me lock in now. Especially when you put the gloves on and they're so small, and it's like, okay, it's a different feeling. Like you want to play it careful. You want to be super alert about everything. But yeah, that's how I was feeling.
Did you find your opponent, like first round or so? Do you feel like you knew how they were moving and grooving, or like what was the experience like for you?
Oh, so in the first round, my main goal in the first round was just to make sure I got my distance and my range right, and just stay defensively proper. I didn't really want to get hit with anything clean. So I was just trying to feel out what range works best for me. So yeah, it was a bit of just a feel out round. And after that, I felt like, okay, I got my range, but let me just settle in slowly, steady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like what, at what round do you feel like you started to feel like you was locked in?
Yeah, I think from the third round, that's when I was starting to build up on the pressure. And then the fourth round was when I started to really let my hands go a bit more. But honestly, I feel like, because it was my first fight and using these gloves, it was like, okay, I had a more heightened sense of caution with my work. You know, I was like, let me be defensively proper with everything. And so with that playing in my mind, I was really trying to not get hit too clean.
Yeah.
But after the third and the fourth, that's when I started to feel comfortable with the other person's power. Like okay, I could take it, and as long as he's not landing anything clean, I can do my work.
Yeah, yeah.
And so that's when I started building up and letting it go.
Yeah, yeah. No, you did well. You did very, very well, man. It was a really good fight. It was a really good fight. How did it feel when they said your name that you had won?
Oh man, just pure joy, man. It's like finally we're finally at this point. You know, I finally got the debut out of the way with a win. It was like it was a long time coming. Yeah, so I just felt really happy in that moment. I just kept my head down and worked hard, and finally we got the outcome that was deserved. So yeah.
Yeah, you put in that work, man. What's the next 12 months look like?
The next 12 months, we locked in. We're locked in. Me and my coach, my management, we have a plan to do big things this year. So stay active, yeah. That's what the main thing for me is, yes, stay active. Yeah, I want to get maybe 2-3 more fights this year, and then next year we'll go for the next level up.
Does it feel different?
Does it feel different in what sense?
Like, obviously, you won your debut. do you feel like you still have that hunger inside?
Oh,
Like,
right,
exactly
yeah.
the same? Do you feel like, you know, more confident or like, you know?
Yeah, for sure. For sure, I'll feel more confident. But for me, it's just the start. It's just the beginning, you know. The debut set it off, but now it's time to keep it rolling. Build up on it. And honestly, I still feel as hungry as I did from before the debut. So I'm gonna just keep coming back and training. Yeah.
Are there any opponents you got in
Right
mind?
now, not in mind. Not that I have in mind right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what keeps you going when you feel tired?
When I feel tired in terms of like fatigue in general, or like during the training session?
During a training session.
During the training session, well, it's better to feel tired now than in the fight, you know? Yeah, so that's the mentality, really. Do all the hard work in here, so it's easier in the ring when you're actually in fight night.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. All right, cool. We're gonna close out with some fire round questions. Wins or knockouts?
Knockouts.
Knockouts, yeah. Why is that?
Knockouts exciting.
Yeah.
They're both wins, but knockouts is knockouts the cherry on top, you know?
Yeah, facts. Facts. Road work or circuits?
Road work.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, actually, depends what the circuit is. Depends what the circuit is.
If it's not the treadmill, then you're with it.
Yeah, it's not the treadmill. Yeah.
Body weight or strength training?
I say strength training.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One-to-one pads or group sessions?
1-to-1.
Yeah. Why is that?
I feel like it's a bit more tailored. You know, you can really focus on what you need to improve on. With group session, it's more like catered to everyone, right? So everyone's doing the same thing. But yeah, 1-to-1 just feels more like specific. Yeah.
Yeah, that's understandable. Do you prefer to sleep in or an active recovery day?
I wish I could say sleeping, but I ain't too great when it comes to sleep. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I'd say sleeping. But most of the times, realistically, it's active recovery.
Yeah. Nah, I hear that. And the last one is, well, you kind of answered it anyway earlier, but so I kind of have a feeling what you might say, but a cheat meal or a cheat day?
Cheat meal or cheat day? Cheat day in the sense of like
for instance, if you could either have a cheat meal, just one meal for the day and then get back to clean eating, or would you prefer to have a day where you could just eat whatever you want and it doesn't have to be clean?
Right. Probably like a cheat meal then. Yeah. Cheat meal. Yeah. I'd say a cheat meal. Nice. Yeah, I don't really like stray too far out when it comes to my food. Like I'm pretty disciplined in that sense. Yeah.
Nah, it makes sense. That's what I say. I had a feeling you'll say that. That's what you said earlier.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Over the next month or two, what's going to be your main focus?
Over the next month or two, my main focus is stay active and just work on things that, I guess, weaknesses that my coach has realized, and also just just staying active, really. I think so. Yeah, just staying active, working on the weaknesses that my coach has seen.
Yeah.
No,
that's cool, man. Is there anything else you want to say before we close out? Where can the people find you at?
I'm on Instagram, aaron.jsi. So it's basically my name and my initials, basically. But yeah, that's where you can find me. Yeah.
Nah, blessing, man. I appreciate you, man. That was lit. That was a good interview, man.